What is up, everybody? Bootman here, and we are back with another Marvel Snap video. And last night, he finally showed up. He finally showed up in my token shop. It was Darkhawk, and I snatched him up. And this card is absolutely bonkers, all right? Like I said, I jumped 15 ranks in just like a matter of hours. So I wanted to break down the deck that I've been using, show you some gameplay, and also talk a little bit about the card and some controversy going on in the community. So we're gonna have a good time, all right? But if you're new here, hi, my name is Chris, AKA Bootman, and if you love Marvel Snap as much as I do, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. I love talking strategy, cards, deck lists. One of my main goals with this channel is to help all of you beautiful people reach infinite, so I discuss a lot of different aspects of the game. So make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 7,000 subscribers. By the end of the month, we're pretty close. We're at like 6,300, so you can help me reach that goal, all right? And we have an awesome community. Head down to the description. Make sure you join our Discord community. We talk about decks, strategies. We have a little channel for like variants, nasty plays. We have a specific channel for your leader wins. When you beat leader, you post it in there. We celebrate you like it's your birthday. It's all fun. And lastly, make sure you follow me on Twitter at BootmanMSTZ. I'm doing monthly giveaways of the season pass, but you gotta be following me on Twitter. That is linked down in the description below. All right, cool, let's get started. So real quick disclaimer, I'm going to break down this deck list, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about the card. Not too much, I might make a longer video, but I wanted to touch on it. So if you just want like deck lists and then gameplay and you don't really care about the discussion, there are timestamps, so like click wherever you want in this video, all right? So I apologize if it's a little bit longer, but I try to put chapters in these videos so you could just have the freedom of choice and go wherever you please, all right? So anyways, I got Darkhawk last night. For those who know me, I have a hard and fast rule, which I've kind of like changed, but I do not think that any card is worth 6,000 tokens. I'm just like, no. Like with the way the token acquisition system is right now, like you gotta really, really sell me on like 6,000 tokens. But with Darkhawk, like the way I look at it, and maybe it's because I do like a lot of like side work and writing about like personal finance and stuff, when it comes to this, I research it kind of like I would like making a major purchase like a car or a TV. Like I am doing my research. Like I watched a ton of videos, a ton of gameplay, and kind of my philosophy on like using tokens to get new cards is like, will this fit into a deck archetype that I either A, like to play, or B, want to play, all right? I don't care if anybody says like, oh, this card's amazing, like, do I want to play with it, all right? There are some cards that come out that just seem extremely boring to me that I'm like, okay, even if it wins, I don't think I'll have fun doing it, okay? So I do a lot of research on that. But the only reason I'm like kind of breaking my rule now is because I'm Series 3 complete. So now I'm getting collector's reserves with 400 tokens. So the way I'm getting tokens is a lot faster. I believe they said like on average, you should get 6,000 tokens a month once you are Series 3 complete. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll get one, you know, every now and then or whatever, if I really want the card. And the two cards that I've really wanted are this and then Shadow King that's coming out later this month. All right, so anyways, I got this card and I've just been on this crazy hot streak, all right? So anyways, let's break down this deck list, all right? Let me clear these filters. So this is actually a deck that was inspired by Jeff Hoagland. It's almost a carbon copy. There's one change that I'll show you in a second. But yeah, Jeff made it, and like, because I was looking for decks last night, I tweeted out, I'm like, hey, send me your best Darkhawk decks, whatever. Then I remember Jeff made one, and I started using it, and I could not stop losing. Like, I probably went on like, I wanna say like out of like 30 games, I think I lost one, and it was because I retreated, all right? Like, it was insane. I have never had a streak like that in Marvel Snap, but it ended, and we'll talk about that. So I called this deck Adrian, like Rocky, because you put a lot of rocks in the other person's deck, you get it. All right, so first off, we got Korg, okay? Since one rock over, we got Black Widow, kind of jams them up so they can't draw a card. It keeps another card in their deck. We got Psylocke. Psylocke mainly, what I've used her for is turn 5, if I have Mysterio and Darkhawk, I'll use Psylocke, so I have 7 power and I can duplicate Darkhawk with Mysterio, all right? Zabu, key card in this deck, reducing your 4 costs down to 2, okay? We got some Absorbing Man and Spider-Man. So, Absorbing Man is legit. So, in this deck, because one of the #1 questions we get is like, what can you replace and everything, make sure you watch Jeff Hoagland's new video. He just made a video about how he decides like what decks, what cards are like replaceable and everything. And it's the exact same thought process I go through. Like in this, not much is replaceable, all right? So you have Absorbing Man, he could duplicate Spider-Man, so like turn 5, you block off 2 lanes, the other person's like completely screwed. Crystal, our girl Crystal's finally seeing some gameplay lately, okay? So Crystal, you put her in the middle, kind of like Quake, and she discards your hand, not discards, she puts your hand back into your deck and lets you draw 3 cards. This has been very, very helpful, okay? Then we got Moon Girl, all right? Moon Girl can duplicate whatever. Like, I'll get, you know, there's been games where I've just played 1 game with Kamartage. I had 3 Darkhawks, but yeah, Moon Girl, you play her right, you'll get like 2 Darkhawks, you'll get 2 Rock Slides, you'll just be throwing a ton of rocks over the other person's side, like really, really useful. We got Rock Slide. Rock Slide's like a beefier Korg, 2 rocks in their deck, okay? Because the goal is with Darkhawk, you get +2 power for each card in the opponent's deck, all right? So we can get him beefy. Then lastly is this, America Chavez. And this is where I said I've made 1 change to this deck. I will die on this hill. I hate that card, all right? So here's what I did. I made a little bit of a change and I put Cosmo in, okay? I could go on a whole rant, but I will absolutely die on that hill. America Chavez is not good, okay? Real quick. So the idea behind America Chavez is because she is the last card, she will give you an increased chance to draw your other cards. I don't know if that's, I just have the worst luck in the world, but that has never happened. I've never been like, oh, well, I don't have a card, but America Chavez is sitting in there, right? Like, and then the card shows up. That just does not happen, okay? 2, I cannot stand when I'm going into turn 6 and I think, oh man, if this 1 card comes out, like I'm golden, right? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I have America Chavez. That card gives me such a headache. So anyways, back to the deck. So I put in Cosmo. Cosmo's been very useful. I can put Cosmo to guard my Zabu so they cannot Enchantress or Rogue it. Also, I've been playing against a lot of Wong decks, so Cosmo's been very useful, so I just tossed Cosmo in here. Cosmo, it could be whatever, all right? So anyways, that's the deck. I'm gonna hop into some few games, but let's discuss the card. So, like I said, and you might have noticed, the little discrepancy, all right? Like I said, this card gained me 15 ranks, but maybe you saw in the thumbnail if I remember to put it in there, or you could see right here, I am rank 113, and I am barely rank 113. I say barely, like, right? I gained 15 ranks in a matter of hours, okay? I could not lose. This morning, in the mornings I like to get caught up on the news and everything, and I'll play some Marvel Snap, and this morning, I haven't been able to catch wins. Like, those of you who know me, I'm a very conservative snapper. Like, I'm very safe with my cubes. I'm not snapping all willy-nilly. And I dropped down to rank 112. So I lost 3 ranks, okay? So this has kind of changed my opinion about the card, right? So yesterday, those of you saw, I made my video response to KM Best and what he was talking about, right? Go check that out because we need to have healthy debates within this community about cards, pay to win, all this kind of stuff, right? But then, because I was like, okay, Darkhawk, like you don't need Darkhawk. But then I got the card and I couldn't stop winning. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is crazy timing. I just said like you don't need this card, but holy crap, I just jumped 15 ranks in a single night, right? But I'm glad this morning was the exact opposite of that. I've been losing. I've seen all the situations where this deck is whack as hell. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't get a win. It's very dependent on a couple cards. Oh, I accidentally got rid of you, Zabu. But it's very dependent on a couple cards. Not just a couple cards, but things just going right. Zabu, you need Zabu. And then aside from Zabu, you need your cards to jam up their deck. You need Korg and Rock Slide, all right? Like, these are things that have to happen. Without Korg and Rock Slide, even if you have Zabu, like, it's like you're just gonna be sitting there, I think, with like a 9 power, like a 9 power Darkhawk. If you don't get anything in their deck, like it's not that great. Now there's like one backup plan, which is like Absorbing Man and Spider-Man. I get it. Chavez is like, you know, one of the backup plans. By the way, that's the other thing. Chavez has never won a game for me. I've never been sitting there like, oh, well, thank God I could put 9 power in a lane and win it. No, Chavez, she's just useless. If I have to rely on Chavez, like I'm already in a position where I lost. All right, I'll put it that way. So anyways, Darkhawk, like, is he broken? Do you need it? Do you need this 6,000 token card? No, absolutely not. Maybe you'll see right now. I might, because like, I'm a huge believer that you got to see the games where I lose. I might go on a losing streak right now while playing with this card. So just keep that in mind. The last thing I will say, there are, you know, one of the main questions we get, aside of like what replacement cards can you put in this deck, is should I spend my tokens on this? First off, we creators, we're never gonna do that, right? It's like being a personal finance YouTuber. Like, we are not giving you financial advice. We will not tell you that. But Darkhawk has definitely gone up there in one of the cards I would say, you might want to consider it. I just don't know how versatile this card is. After I do this video and play around with them a little bit more today, like after going on such a losing streak, I'm going to be trying different decks and seeing where Darkhawk fits in. But the thing is, like, I don't see this card being useful without at least Korg, Rockslide, and Zabu. Like, you just can't. So I'm just like, I don't know how many more places he can fit. I know other people have made deck lists or whatever. But I think it's important to say, like, again, please watch my video response to KM Best. Like, as soon as I made that video and uploaded it, I was like, I really hope people watch until the end, because I go over the psychology of why you actually want these cards, okay? And that is so important. Like that yearning, like, I need this card. No, you don't, all right? So anyways, let's jump into some games. But like I said, please do your research like I said, like I do, like, not saying like I'm the, you know, master of making like financial decisions, but like, don't just hear people say, oh, this card's amazing, it's broken, I need this card. Like, go watch gameplay, okay? Like, watch gameplays of people losing. Like, I'm just gonna play straight through, but the best thing that I do is watch streams, okay? YouTube videos are great, they're short, they're concise, they're to the point, but they're edited. I cannot tell you how many people I've seen make videos that are like, oh, this card's so broken, yeah, it's amazing, right? In a YouTube video. Then I go watch their stream, I'm like, bro, you lost like 90 times. Like, what are you talking about? So try to watch streams where you can, like, put it at 2x speed, you know, see what happens. You'll get more of a variety and everything like that. Okay, so I got Korg on the first one. I got Gamma Lab. I did experiment with rotating Shang-Chi and Cosmo. You know, I might do it again, but yeah, like right here, looking at Gamma Lab, I'm like, you know, but I can also Cosmo here to protect my my little Hulks. Okay, we are in a really good position right now. I got Zabu and I got Darkhawk. All right, we're looking good. We're looking good. Ooh. So since I have Zabu, now I don't got to worry about the Mystique thing. So I'll toss this in. Playing Psylocke at any other turn, like what I've noticed, is just like, I don't know. Don't really need to do, like, it's just not that useful unless it's turn 5 and you need Mysterio. So you just toss her in there, do whatever. But now it's like, if I get Cosmo, do I want to protect Cosmo or do I want to protect Zabu? We shall see. Yeah, super dependent on Zabu.
Wakanda forever.
Ooh. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna make sure that we're planning on a last turn Shang-Chi. That ain't happening. Rock Slide, so look, so you check a lot. So they have 5 cards in their deck. Okay, they were about to have 4. If Rockslide didn't come up, I'm in trouble. So, since I don't have freaking America Chavez, I'm playing Rockslide last, just in case Absorbing Man comes out. I can get a last little boost of power, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's see. Is there Snap of Shang-Chi? Like, oh, smartest person on earth right here. Wait, is it them? Did I find the smartest person? Oh. So now if I get Mystique, Moon Girl. Okay, cool. You might see a loss. Well, let me see. So they have 6 cards in their deck, all right? So this is like the first deck I've had where I actually have to utilize this regularly. So they have 6 cards. So my boy gets +2 for each card in their deck. That's +12. So where can they compete? Okay, so over here I can't. Over here I won. Best case scenario I got right there. I'll toss Crystal down too for funsies. I can toss you over here. Zabu's amazing, you know. So I'm gonna get +12, +16 right here. Can they beat it? No. Let's get 8 cubes real quick. Unless I'm like completely missing something. I did have somebody yesterday who just, it might have been a bot. They just dropped a last turn Shang-Chi like randomly. Up. Up. Your boy can't do math. I wasn't thinking about how they got Hulk there. Ugh. All right, I know what you're all thinking. I know what you're all thinking. You're like, Chris, are you on a losing streak or are you just like a big old dum-dum who can't do math? No, you caught me at a bad moment. This is why I can't stream while I'm trying to rank up, because I get stupid, all right? It takes away brain cells, okay? Shout out to every single streamer who's been able to hit infinite, but yeah, that was dumb of me. I'm sure as I said that, you guys are down in the comments like, actually, Chris, you know, so, okay, I messed up. I'm still up. I'm still up a lot of ranks. Let's calm down. Now I'm going to impress you with my phenomenal play. But yeah, that one right there, I don't think it would even matter if I played to the right. Trying to remember. But yeah, Sinister London is great for this deck. But yeah, last night I was playing, I was beating like Shuris. I was beating so many different decks. It was great too, because there's certain people that I've played over and over and over again. And I played them last night and I was able to just stomp them. It was crazy. But everything was going right. I was getting like Zabu, Mystique, Darkhawk, just multiple everywhere. But yeah, one of the other things that goes wrong, like I'll get nowhere, so I can't send rocks, and then I'll get whatchamacallit. I'll run into Cosmos, I'll get that one location that silences all ongoing abilities, and like all those things make it very, very hard to play this deck. That's cool. I'll just do a little one of these. Up, your Cosmo went there. So, but this does kind of screw up that whole thing, right? But what I could do is this. Okay, so look, their hand, their deck has 7 cards, and they're about to draw 2 more. Yeah, fortunately, the Cosmo went here, because if it went there, I'd be really screwed up. So now, like, I have to have a rock slide. Like, I have to. So, but I can Spider-Man this again, and then make sure they don't play anything there. I don't know why you're doing that, sir. So now I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna block off that lane. I'll drop a little crystal action. I'll put a Cosmo here just for power, and then I'm gonna duplicate my rock slide. So they can only play this lane. I'm not gonna snap back because I'm not sure how this will go. They put 6 power to the imaginary lane. Fairly confident I'm gonna win this lane right here. So yeah, they have 7 cards in their deck. So look at this, okay. I'll block off this lane, he goes over here, we win. Unless he does something weird, but I don't think so. But yeah, look how powerful my boy is. Boom! Boom! So, and that was largely dependent on, you know, like Zabu. And I was able to have like Sinister London, which duplicated my Zabu, made everything 1 cost. Like I wasn't able to put as many rocks in their decks. I had one game last night where somebody on the last turn of the game, I don't know if it was a bot or what, on the last turn, like turn 5, I put down Darkhawk, and then I was gonna play Mystique the last turn, I think. but they dropped 3 cards on Vibranium Mines, okay? So every time you drop a card on Vibranium Mines, it puts, what, 3 or 4 rocks, Vibranium rocks into your deck, and Darkhawk and Mystique were like 40 power each. It was insane. It was nuts. But that was kind of funny, right? I lost 8 cubes, got them right back. One thing I wanted to talk about, I was talking about this with somebody in our Discord last night. We're talking about cards and what cards people think they need and everything. I had this epiphany, okay? Because like I've said, my thought process is a little bit different, which is why I like, making these videos and everything. But I run a Majantress deck. It's the deck that's helped me get to Infinite, multiple seasons and everything, and it has a lot of counter cards in there, right? So like when I see decks, when I see cards, I am looking at counters. And anyways, what I was talking about is, what I think one of the main issues is with a lot of players is, they're so focused on putting power on the board and finding cards that will put power on the board. Like look at some of the new cards. Oh, wow, we both did the same thing. Look at, Vibranium Mines, nice, you might see it. But so worried about putting power on the board, like look at Null, look at Darkhawk, look at Shuri, right? All these cards put power on the board. Rather than just thinking about what cards will put power on the board, think about what cards you can use in decks that will take power away from your opponent. Switching that little part of your strategy might just open up the world for you. Like, I think I noticed it with this Darkhawk deck, right? Because I hope they're running a destroy deck so they get rid of these stupid squirrels. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, that's important because you can start taking away, they're not getting rid of any of these. You'll start taking away from them, which is just as good. See, Zabu, you know how helpful Zabu would be right now? Just insanely helpful. Insanely helpful. See, I don't have whatchamacallit. I don't have Psylocke, so I'm really banking on one lane. Oh, but anyways, yeah, this is the first deck I've had where, speaking of Zabu, thanks, bro. Yeah, not gonna snap on this. Yeah, this is not, we're not gonna win. I'm Infinite though, so I don't care. We'll just play the last round. But anyways, yeah, this is the first deck I've really used where it's about putting power on the board, like an insane amount of power. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, okay, like no wonder. Like it's a completely different type of strategy that I play with this deck compared to a deck that's running Enchantress, Shang-Chi, Killmonger, like right here, I'd be focusing on like, do I have a Killmonger to take out, some of their cards? Like their squirrels. Do I have a Shang-Chi to take out their Abomination? You know what I mean? So start thinking about how, like, if you don't have Darkhawk or some of these insanely powerful cards, think about the pool 3 cards. Let me repeat that. Pool 3 cards, all right, free, okay? Think about those cards and take away power from the opponent, okay? Let's, speaking of putting power on the board, let's play like two more games. Let's see if we can get like an insane game, all right? So right now I'm sitting pretty. Zabu, Psylocke, Mystique. I got Spider-Man and Absorbing Man as a backup plan. We're looking good. We're looking good. Now I need Rock Slide. Well, I need Rock Slide and Darkhawk. Okay. That's not happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's... Let's see. It'll be cool. A card that can like Moon Girl, but it duplicates one card, but you get to choose the one in your hand. Like, that'd be sick, huh? And look, we got Vibranium Mines. We just need somebody. Just need somebody to go up in there. We need somebody silly who just does not care about the world. They're just done, and they're just like, you know what? I'm just going to shove all my cards into Vibranium Mines. Like, look at this. Look at this. So... what do I want to do? I'll put you here since this is closing off. It's not gonna matter. I'm just getting like a little extra power on the board. Oh my god, and they drop a Wong, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna get a little power on the board. Just a little bit of power. Just a bit of power. All right, but Oh, Lord. Oh, but I can rock slide last turn if need be. Put you there, put you there. Sometimes, by the way, when I'm not thinking, it's like, because Absorbing Man's like Mystique, and you do the wrong order and you'll just completely waste your card. My favorite, though, is when they play Wong, and I'm like, oh no, I could have Cosmo'd, and then they just like play on the other lane, because they were going to do a final turn Wong. They'd like, a little too excited. Like, they'll drop Sarah right now, or something like that. And then, oh! Oh! Your boy's a psychic!
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
So yeah, they might retreat now. Yeah, so there's the backup plan in action. But by the way, that game right there is like one of the reasons I'm like so opposed to like just hopping on the meta deck train, right? Like it's so predictable. And when it's so predictable, like your opponent either stays in because they can beat it, or they leave to save cubes. Like meta decks, like the most popular decks, I'm just not a fan. You got to play against a really cocky or ignorant player for it to just work out, right? Like when I'm on the grind for infinite, like I'm not giving you free cubes if I know what's coming, right? Like that game right there, like if I couldn't have jammed them up, oh God, Lamentus. I might play another game, by the way. This is, look. Destroyed the deck. Oh, we're just that good. I was about to retreat if they didn't. All right, last game. Give me some goodness. Okay, we got Korg, we got Rock Slide, we got Zabu. We are off to a great start. And look at all those rocks. Look at all those rocks. The other cool thing about being Series 3 complete is that I'm finally getting decent variants. Like, maybe it's because I've gotten like every single pixel variant on the planet. I'm finally getting some cool new ones, and it makes me happy. Ooh, but this is nice. Oh my God. Those of you who know me, you know me, how much I just despise playing against first turn snappers. That's one of the reasons I ranked up so much. All right, because I was able to just let them snap first turn, and by like turn 3 or 4, I'm like, all right, I snap back, and they just have no idea what's coming. Just no clue. I actually played against a Galactus last night, and oh man, they skipped turn 5. I don't know if they were dropping Infinite or what, but I dropped a Spider-Man, and oh, we have fun in this game. We have fun. It's a fun game. But the other thing I mentioned in that video yesterday, for those who didn't stay until the end, is like part of the fun of this game is seeing the meta, right? And then like coming up with counters and stuff like that. Like, that is fun. I'll do this. I'm trying to leave, just like space this out a little bit. Freaking Sanctum. So if I get Rock Slide, like we win. Like this lane's automatically lost, right? I don't have anything that'll get over there because this is not Enchantress. But look at this, 1, 2. I put 1 over here with Korg. 1, 2. Look at that, 10. 10, if Darkhawk comes out, stuff's about to get crazy. Now, what are they running where I should drop this? Oh God, hold on. So I'll do this along with, no, I don't need to do that. I'll do that. Okay, and I need to remember to put Mystique on the right. I always forget that Mystique is on reveal. So now, this is very dependent on Darkhawk.
Iron Man.
Come on, Darkhawk. Let me show the audience. That's not Darkhawk, you guys. Like, do you know how good, like, look at this. 8 cards in their deck. That's plus 16, okay? I'd be dropping 16 here, easy win. Then I'd be, oh gosh, that got me so, we were so close. I'm gonna play one more just for you. Here, you get a little fist bump. First turn snapper, you don't deserve it though. And let's do one more. Just one more. If I don't get it, I don't get it, all right? But just imagine the power that would have dropped if Darkhawk came out. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, hello, Darkhawk and the starting hand. Where were you last game? But yeah, you guys are starting to see it. You're starting to see the losses. You're starting to see the scenarios, right? Like, that last one, would have America Chavez have won it for me? Maybe. Maybe in that one very specific scenario. The other thing with Zabu is I like hiding him under one of their ongoings. Like if somebody has armor, I'll put Zabu under it because I know they're not gonna enchantress their own armor, right? I guess I could use Rogue, but yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yesterday I played against one, this guy dropped a Gambit. I had like 10 cards on the board, and this guy just, Gambit, it's my Darkhawk. It was crazy. Okay, look, all right, you guys are about to see some fun. Okay, so we have Moon Girl, which is great. But, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do this to empty my hand a little bit so I can copy Darkhawk, but I need room for Rockslide because right now I do not have any power. Like, I barely have any. Like, Darkhawk is +3 because of Wakanda Embassy. Oh, I'll take a Cosmo though. Mystique, I don't need you this game. Oh, this is where it gets fun. Look. All that stuff I can drop. Gosh. One there. One for you. One for you. This is something else I ran into last night, though. When you finally got like a decent like lineup, and then look at this. Look, I win this. I win this lane no matter what. That's funny. Oh, cool. Thanks, Korg. Thanks. All right. So they have, look, they only have 3 cards in their deck. But like, we just win because of, you know, stuff. Well, I guess if they Ghost Ridered Hela, they might get a 4th card over here, and then they win. Anyways, you saw what was about to go down. All right, everybody, so that's all I got for that video. We had a nice range of games. We laughed, we cried, we made some memories together, you know what I mean? But yeah, that is Darkhawk. Like I said, like I am up an insane amount of ranks. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna KM best this season. I'm just gonna like go up to like rank 200 and just, you know, but I don't know. Like Darkhawk, I can see myself getting bored with the card. Like I have a feeling, and feel free to leave comments down below. Like I think there are more options than just, you know, this. Like right now, this right here seems like the ideal deck. I've seen some other decks and I'm like, no, right? But this deck is very like series 4 and 5 dependent, right? Absorbing Man, Darkhawk, you know, Zabu's the season pass card, like very, very dependent on that. So yes, a lot of people won't be able to make it, and it seems dependent on this. But if you have a season pass, you get Darkhawk, you already have Rockslide Korg, you can make some stuff happen, but this specific deck. So yeah, Darkhawk's good. I can see myself getting bored with him and stuff. Like one of the reasons I think I want more cards is just when the meta shifts, you know, I can have a variety of options to build counters. My whole brain is thinking counters. It's not just winning, putting power on the board. It's like, how do I counter you? Darkhawk, I wish we had some leader games. I've beaten so many leaders with this deck. It has that, the amount of leaders I beat, that makes like the 6,000 tokens, like it's already paid itself off. Like totally, because they can't duplicate Darkhawk if I don't have a bunch of cards in my hands. So Darkhawk and Mystique, so it's fantastic. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell. All right, we are trying to get to 7,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so come join the party. Down in the description, we have our awesome Discord community. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you don't miss the upcoming giveaways for the season pass. All right, I want to help out there. I've heard people say like they just can't get the season pass. So make sure you follow me on Twitter so you can access that giveaway. And I have a lot of cool stuff planned coming up. The battle mode coming out, very cool things are on the horizon. I've been also talking with other creators. We got some cool stuff planned, so you don't want to miss it. So make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, other than that, I might make another video today. Not sure yet. So if I don't see you, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.